get another DJs BrewTube beer review. Well, we've had a bit of a break in the weather. It's been cold as shit, but it's a little warmer today. It had me thinking happy, fresh, almost spring-like thoughts. So, what are we going to do to fill those thoughts with beer as well? Well, we're going to go to Deschutes Brewery out of Bend, Oregon, US of A. Yay, yay! And we're going to have their Hop Trip IPA. That's right, this is a fall serving. It's an IPA, and it's a fresh hop IPA. And you're saying, DJ, you don't get no Deschutes in Maryland. What is up? How'd you get this beer? Well, I got it from none other than the Johnny G. That's right, at Crafty Beer Reviews. If you have not checked out Johnny's channel, what the hell is your problem? I will put his link down in the notes section. You will check his channel out. If you are not subbed, you will sub up, because he does awesome beer reviews, music recommendations, and all that old shit. He even brings his buddy Dave over, that's right, and has a stunt drinker like I do from time to time. Johnny, watch out. That's a dangerous habit to have. Anyway, also, since this is Deschutes Brewery, you know what? Shout out to my buddies Kevin and Christian at Clemens Homebrew, because they're out in Oregon, aren't you guys? That's right. You've sent me some of this stupid juice to get me crazy before. That's right, from Deschutes. Anyways, I digress. You guys aren't surprised. So, what's up with the beer here? Well, 5.9% ABV and 38 IBUs to start out. Now, for hops, they're using Nugget, Centennial, and fresh crystal hops. So, remember, fresh hops aren't wet hops. They're very fresh hop pellets, okay? Just to set that out, because sometimes there's some confusion in that department. Those all sound tasty. I like all those hops. Now, for malt, they're using Northwestern Pale, Extra Special, Cara-Munich, and Carapils. Awesome. So Carapils, it should have a nice head on it, shouldn't it? So I'm going to stop flapping my gums and being a talking head, get the top popped on this, get in the glass, and tell you what's up with the Hop Trip Fresh IPA. Boom. Nice hits off the top. Obsessively collectible Deschutes crown. Now, I just got this beer in off my beer tray about a day ago from Johnny G. This is super fresh. It should be lovely. I've had these other ones here, fresh hops recently. Of course, one of my favorites, Celebration. Wow, smells nice from here. Celebration from Sierra Nevada, and also the Hop Stalker from Headheads. Those were both freaking awesome. Let's hope this is awesome too. Let's get an appearance on it. Lovely, lovely amber color, quite clear, very, very slight haze in there. Deschutes beers are usually pretty gorgeous looking. We got a solid one finger head, super tight bubbles, kind of khaki off-white color when I swirl it. You're getting some sticky glass lacing, but no alcohol lays really. It's 5.9%. I didn't expect it, but really nice looking beer. Take a look at that, guys. Gorgeous. The only thing I don't like about Deschutes before we get into the aroma department is their dates on the bottles. I know a lot of guys have mentioned it, so I think I'll mention it too, so maybe they'll listen. They have a best by date, which is stupid. Why don't you just tell us when you put it in the bottle? This one still should be quite fresh. So, let's get an aroma on this one. Nice. Wow. First thing I get is citrus, a little bit of papaya, then pine and grass. Very, very mild dankness in the background. But the citrus, and it's mixed in with sort of a bready, honey-like aroma, malt sweetness. Really smooth, like it's not up in your grill with hops, but it's like a really smooth combination of hops and malts. It smells to me almost like an East Coast IPA. It's not a real big IPA, so you know what, it's not super hoppy anyway at 38 IBUs, but I'm stopping flapping my gums. I'm thirsty. I'm diving in, guys. Cheers. Thanks a million, Johnny. Nice. Right up at the front, you get that citrus hit, like citric acid almost from an orange. Maybe tangerine-like. After that, you get pine, herbal hops, sweet bready malt, and then the aftertaste is a biscuity sort of bready malt. Look at the glass lacing on that, guys. Gorgeous looking beer. Deschutes makes pretty beers every time. Really tasty, super smooth. It is very East Coast IPA-like, and living on the East Coast here in Maryland, I've drank my share of those, so I'm, I guess, a fairly good judge of it. But tasty enough brew. I'm not blown away by it. I think it's in the hop department, it's a little lacking. I mean, the alcohol is totally hidden. There was none in the aroma, none in the taste. The mouthfeel is a nice medium mouthfeel. It's a very good beer. But I'm not getting that hop trip experience. Like Fresh Squeezed, another one of their beers, that had way more hop presence than this. Like I said, this isn't a bad beer. Not trying to knock it, but it's an easy drinking beer. Now, one thing I can say is I could session on this pretty well because the hops presence isn't so big, and I think this would pair really well with a lot of foods. So it's got a lot of nice attributes. But when you're telling me hop trip, and fresh hop IPA, you know, I think it should be bigger, a little hoppier, have a little more of that hop presence. So, what do we grade about this beer? You hear me giving some positive thoughts and some negative spots, but that's what reviewing's about, isn't it? So, Rate Beer gives it a 97. I don't know all about that. That's about an A+. Beer Advocates give it a 93. That's an A-. I don't know about all that either. I think I'm going to give it a B+. I'm going to give it an 89. It's almost an A-. Now, I don't know if this were even fresher or whatever. We don't know when they put it in the bottle because of their jacked up dating system. And breweries nowadays, especially if they have dissolved oxygen meters, they can put their dates out, you know, 120, 160 plus days that they consider it fresh. So, with this beer being said, I'm going to give it a high B+, nearly an A- as it's tasting, but it's a good beer. Don't get me wrong, guys. I'm not knocking it. I just think for what is promising on the label, it's not delivering. So, if you guys have had this beer, let me know what you know. You know, maybe you've had it on tap and you're saying, DJ, your opinion's jacked up. I think this. That's cool. Whether you agree with me or not, it don't matter to me. I like the quid pro quo and that back and forth because that's what this shit is all about, because I never stop learning. If you got something I don't know, tell me. I loved it because I don't know all facts, and that feeds my beer geek recessive gene anyway. So, to the next DJs BrewTube, thanks a million to each and every one of you for watching. Thanks a million again for sending this beer, Johnny. And also, guess what you gotta do? You gotta think globally, you gotta drink locally, and you gotta support the craft beer movement. When Kevin and Christian at Clements Homebrew are drinking this beer, they're drinking locally. They're supporting their craft beer movement. How they go down to the brewery for, you know, Abyss Day and all that shit. Are you guys doing that? Are you helping your local guys out? If not, get up. Do it. Help them out so we get more variety and more cool beers like this coming our way. So, thanks again. Until then, I got nothing but a beer, bunch of, fresh hot beer drinking love for you. And you know what's coming, that's right, a big ass, a piece of ass!